I can't even drink a pint of ale.
Yeah, because it's disgusting.
Oh, it's not disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Is this thing on? You're now tuned in to Ricky Jr. This is Ricky Jr.'s TV. And we just finished episode 2 of A Night of 7 Kingdoms. And I want to start out with this. Please stop violating me. This show is really violating me. First of all, we got to see Dunk taking a projectile diarrhea dump on the first episode behind the tree. You know what I'm talking about? Big 6'8", 6'9" dude trying to hide behind the tree and take a dump. I ain't asked for that. Then this episode, we get Sir Arlen a penny tree, full on waking up, Buck Stark booty naked, Johnson hanging out. Listen, I ain't want to see no old white man Johnson hanging down to these. I ain't want to see that. Longest Yard reference. I don't know if y'all ever seen that Longest Yard movie with Bill Goldberg.
I was a quarterback.
Yep.
So I get to tackle him.
Yeah, you can either tackle him or hit him over the head with that hammer.
I want to hurt him, not kill him.
This ain't about that. This is about episode 2 of A Night of 7 Kingdoms. Don't tell me about if you entrenched like I'm entrenched, then you entrenched. You entrenched off in this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, man, I enjoyed this episode. We got to see the Targaryens ride into town. Well, the rest of the Targaryens, because there's already a couple of Targaryens there. And we see my boy Dunk finally get somebody to vouch for him. Because all this time, everybody kept telling him, hey, we don't remember Sir Arlen a penny tree, or you need more than that. You need better than that to prove that you, sir, are indeed the knight that you say you are. And we also see that Dunk the Tall finally comes to the grips with the fact that being a hedge knight ain't about being, it ain't about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You on the lowest rung, the lowest level. You know what I'm talking about? You the bottom of the barrel when it comes to being a knight. You know what I'm talking about? When there's nothing wrong with that, because those guys tend to have their values in order, which Dunk also realizes that he has certain values instilled in him that some of the highborn, bourgeois, uptight, stick in the mud guys never have. You know what I'm talking about? He gets tired of getting crapped on throughout the whole episode. Dunk the Lunk. You know what I'm saying? I also got to come again and say I really enjoy the kid that is playing A-Gun, the kid that is playing Egg. I really enjoy him. That kid is doing a good job. That is a very lovable kid character, like very lovable. But I'm just confused about one thing. Like, you know, the small folk or the poor folk, you know, they are very, very uneducated, dirty, dingy looking. How come Dunk hasn't realized that this kid speaks very, very well? Very, very well for a little orphan kid. Why Dunk ain't realized that? I know it's to push the book and the show forward, but it's just something that just crossed my mind. Like, he speaks much better than anybody else Dunk has dealt with, or Dunk the Lunk himself. But the scene where Dunk and the mulatto chick are talking, you know what I'm talking about? Yes, mulatto. We know that George R. Martin does indeed have a few black characters in his book. I'm not saying that for this setting that person should be there, but I know there are certain people that take issue anytime they see anybody black in something like this. But anyway, we see their back and forth, and she's talking about how she was always being made fun of for being tall. And Dunk slid it up talking about, you ain't tall, you just right for, she's just right for what? Baby, you're just right for me. You're just right for me. That's what he wanted to say, for me. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got no problem with you. I'll take you in now. You know what I'm talking about? Take you through now. You know what I'm talking about? Dunk was ready to say that. He was ready to say that. We know Brienne the Giant. Even though this is a couple generations back, we know that tall gene passed down the line for a reason. And clearly it's been passed down because she got a couple of tall ancestors. Do you hear me? You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, we get to see the first prequel to the tourney. We get to see what jousting really looks like. And I'm gonna say this. In my younger days, I like to fight. I like to get in some scuffles. You know what I'm talking about? I've even, you know, been around gunplay, all types of stuff, but I don't think I would have wanted to do no jousting. I wouldn't have wanted to be the man knocked off his horse and get up and it's a man running full on towards me with the horse. But no. Y'all can keep that type of honor. Y'all can just call me when it's time to really kill somebody. We not finna play in this way. And then if I hurt a Lord or something like that, I gotta die. You know what I'm talking about? Or something got, no, I don't want to play like that. Oh, that ain't for me. But this is what Dunk wants to do in order to get his honor, in order to get his stock up and get his money and get his name going. So he would be a knight that people remembers his name. Not like they're doing Sir Arlen of Pennytree. He don't want none of that. He don't want nothing to do with that. But anyway, man, once again, this is a very good episode. I like the way the show is starting out. Once again, I'm one of those people that don't give a damn about the dragons. I really love the grounded aspect of, George R. R. Martin's universe. I don't need the dragons to enjoy them. I'm really quite tired of the Targaryens too, but I accept it. You know what I'm saying? But I accept it anyway, man. I enjoyed this episode. Let me know what y'all are thinking, how y'all are feeling about how it's going so far. Are you loving it? Are you liking it? Are you in between? Have you read the books and not read the books, and how you feel it's following the books? Tell me something. Junior.